Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Before we get started on this video, please like, subscribe, and comment down. All your suggestions and everything else is very much appreciated. And the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden just finished, 30 minutes ago. And I wanted to record and put out a video as fast as possible to give you guys some sort of input and who won the election, in my opinion, and everybody else's opinion. And oh boy, from the start, from the first 10 minutes, Trump already had this win. Joe Biden stuttered from that first 10 minutes he went in that podium, and he stuttered the whole time. He could not keep his train of thought. And even though Donald Trump may have had some points where he wasn't performing the best, Joe Biden's lack of even being able to communicate and argue and debate just made it that much worse. And Donald Trump said what he had to say about immigration. He said what he had to say on the economy. He said what he had to say on all the other factors like foreign policy. And Biden did not even defend his points that he should be defending on. Democrats should be defending their ideas on abortion. He did not defend that at all. He did not put any good points for Trump to get stuck on there. He did not even put any points on Trump's felonies, on any of that. He did nothing to make Trump feel like he was on the weaker side. He was very weak. He walked in, he was like stumbling around. He looked like he was 100 years old, if I'm going to be honest. And that's what it kind of seemed like today. It looked like Trump was very active. Trump was very excited and motivated. And it looked like Biden was practically like on his deathbed. And this is not even exaggerated. And even CNN and everyone, like I watched after the debate happened, and even the CNN, everybody on CNN on the right and the left, and a lot of CNN has some of those Democrat people in there, and they even said, it's maybe to look into time to replace Joe Biden. I didn't even think, this chance would even be possible, but, here we are, and Joe Biden just still does not want to, and the DNC is, really close. And, it's kind of getting late for that to happen, so I don't know if that's even possible, but either way, Joe Biden did get crushed today, and it's not like he even got crushed too much by Donald Trump. It's that he just crushed himself in a similar fashion that in 2020, Donald Trump might have spoken too much. This time, Donald Trump, he was quiet, he was calm, he defended his points, and some people are going to say he lied, and it doesn't even matter if he lied on some of his points. Joe Biden also lied on many points, actually, so that fact right there can be disproven. And the fact is that Joe Biden cannot defend his record because of his record was so bad. And that's the whole point of the story. That's the whole point of this. And I think that right now, especially after this, people are so unconfident with Joe Biden. But anyways, let's check out some of these forecasting markets and some of these betting odds. Now, this is up already so much from after. Trump is up. It's a 65% chance of winning the election. Biden is down to 22% chance now. And I remember going after this, and Biden now leads in the state of Michigan, and states like New Hampshire are getting closer, and it's just not even close anymore. And if we look here, it's just been a constant rise. And right here, will Biden drop out of the presidential race? It's up now to a new high, 47% chance that he drops out of the race. They're projecting right now that Trumps are going to sweep everything. Trumps are going to sweep the Republicans are going to sweep the presidency, the Senate, and the House. 12% chance of a Democrat sweep. And this has kind of been the theme. The theme of tonight was, will Joe Biden, kind of defend his record, or will he fall? And tonight, it seemed like Joe Biden did indeed fall, and he failed to appeal to his audience. And even on the Senate level, this is going to hurt a lot of candidates down. Republicans are now 76% chance of winning the Senate, and Ohio moved back into that toss-up column, and this is just not good at all for the Democrat Party, because now they're saying the Dem strategists and all the people on top are saying, what are we going to do now? Like, what are we supposed to do when people don't believe in him? And let's go to, even predict it. Let's reload this, and it shows right now, again, this collapse among Biden's, confidence to even be able to win, not even be able to win, but to stay alive for another 4 years in office. And we see Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris are going up again. Trump's at 61 cents, and it's just a total collapse among the Democrats' confidence and people. And this right here, once again, it's not even that it's going to get so many voters to Trump's column. It's that it's going to get those Biden voters, like we suspected, to go to that third-party candidate. I suspect, if Joe Biden stays, as the candidate, which I still think is most likely the scenario, that a lot of these people now are not going to want to vote for Joe Biden anymore, because they don't even, not even that he's a bad person. He does have horrible policies, of course, to most people, but there's another big reason why they won't vote for him, and that's because he just cannot even stand and speak. And, there's many polls here who won the debate, and in every single one of them, we see that Donald Trump just crushed him. 72.6%, 72.4% say that he won the debate. And according to the political polls, also, it says here 74.1% of people, said that he won the debate. 25,000 people voted. And we're still waiting for, the snap poll to come out of CNN. And I expect that to be a little more closer than that, because that's usually how it goes. But still, Trump definitely won this debate. And we can go to the map and we can really see how bad this is starting to look for Joe Biden, because Donald Trump, even before the debate started, had a good cushion. He was sitting at a good cushion. It's not like 2020 where he, was having to defend his issues. A lot of the issues now, Joe Biden had to be the one defending these issues, because it's him being president. It's Donald Trump that can go on that attack. And what we're looking at now is a map, I think, that is definitely really scary for Democrats. I feel like right now, Republicans are even more likely to secure a lot of these swing states right now. And I think that Republicans can open that field up to states that right now shouldn't even be that close. Virginia could possibly be closer. Minnesota could be a lot closer. Maine could be closer. New Hampshire could be closer. Maybe even states like New Mexico could be closer. So this is really not looking good for Joe Biden. And the thing is, are they going to look into replacing him? And if that's the case, who are they going to replace him with? Because the next person that they could replace him with, realistically, would be Kamala Harris. But Kamala Harris has a lower approval rating than Joe Biden. So how would they expect Kamala Harris to be able to beat Joe Biden? Exactly. And the DNC conventions are coming up so soon. What else are they going to do? What candidate are they going to put up? And this is so evident because of their lies of how they were saying that that Biden, is so competent, that Biden, he's so energetic, he can do cartwheels and handstands. And basically what the DNC and the Democratic Party did, and Biden's, surrogates, they lied to the American people tonight, and we get to see that on full scale. And this is what everybody's been talking about, but nobody, the Democrats and all the people in the DNC and Biden surrogates, they just didn't want to listen, because they wanted to lie that Joe Biden was actually there. And Joe Biden, indeed, was not there at all. And Trump hammered the points that he had to. Biden cannot hammer anything. How would we expect Joe Biden to hammer any points if he could not even hammer the most obvious points to Donald Trump? He could have said about his, dozens of cases and felony convictions. And he could have said anything about any of that. And he didn't. He didn't say anything about that. He made a little bit of a remark, but then Donald Trump hit him right back about his son. And you can watch clips over and over, and the whole time it just seems like Joe Biden you can't understand what he's saying. And the average American is going to come out saying that. They're not going to come out of this saying anything else except the fact that Joe Biden just did not perform, period. And that was it. And what we're looking at now, especially looking at this map where Trump, even before, he's up 1.5%. And this is already a win for him. The past 4 or 5 polls have had him either up by a considerable amount or tied. And looking at the 5-way race, we see the same thing. He's up 2.6%. So going into this debate, Trump already had that advantage. So what does this debate mean exactly? This debate means that Trump now is at an even bigger advantage than what he was before. And this is what some people are saying. If Trump wins by a margin of over that margin that it shows here, what if Trump wins a popular vote by 4? We're going to see a map like this happen. And I don't think Democrats want a map like this happen. What if we see some of these states get even closer, like something like this? It's just not looking good for the Democrat Party at all at this moment. And they can't really do anything because Joe Biden is just too old. And we all saw this coming. Everybody saw this coming, but we did not think it was going to be this bad. And let me just point out something very important now. The moderators were very, very good, and I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for that. CNN did a very good job organizing this, and I think this is one of the best setups for a debate I've ever seen. So I'm going to say that both the moderators were excellent, and I think the questions for both candidates were pretty amazing, And, sometimes Trump did. I am going to say something bad about Trump, though. He did fail sometimes to answer those questions on time. The moderator might have asked him a couple times to have to answer it, but he did end up answering it only if you told him a few times. There was obviously a lot of exaggeration on Trump's part, but that didn't really matter because Biden was doing the same thing. He couldn't answer any of the questions. And when he did answer the questions, Trump just hit him back that much harder. And it wasn't even close on that aspect. So Biden, I think, was way too, old. He just looked very, very diminished. And this is going to show the American people, that Trump did come out on top here. It may not give Trump more voters, but it will give Biden less voters. And that's why these markets right now are showing this exact thing. They're showing Trump coming out on top. Biden 20% chance of winning. Same thing on Polymarket. Let's reload this. 60% chance to 30. I mean, this is horrible just the way it is. Like, nobody, not even like a quarter of the nation believes that Biden has a chance at this point. And that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment down your suggestions in the section below. And I'll check you guys out in the next video.